Hey, this is Ruha, and we have an exciting interview with you. Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce my co-host.
Hey, it's Dave Coop. What's up?
And we have Bishop's Green all the way from Vancouver,
Canada.
Canada.
Hey,
Yes.
guys.
How's it going? You guys are in Vancouver, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how are things? Let's start with the obvious, the virus. How are you guys doing holding up in the lockdown?
Well, I'll start, and then Evan can say it. Basically, look at them, man. Look at me. Well, for me, like I'm into like scooters, so I've been riding my Vespa around like a lot. Kind of just being on my own, put some tunes in, and just go cruising around because we haven't been able to really. Like me and Evan kind of stay in our friend bubble, you know what I mean? And don't, you know what I mean? We don't really go outside that. And so, we social distance and it's tough. I mean, it's tough everywhere and people get lonely, get bored, but we're coping. We're keeping music, we're actually this weekend, we're going to be doing some recording.
I wanted to say what the fuck
Okay.
I was doing.
He can, we're like brothers, we just fight like cats and dogs and make up and,
That's cool. That's good.
We've known each other a long time, so the ins and outs, you know what I mean. But yeah, trying to keep busy, really. Just trying to keep busy and keep your sanity and whatever works, right?
This.
Yeah.
At first, I thought this is so exciting, free time, and then hitting into week 2 or 3, it's like you start to get a little wiggy.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I spent a little bit of time following the news quite closely, and I had to stop doing that.
Absolutely.
Had a couple tragedies in Canada. There was a big shooting in Eastern Canada where I'm from, and that was really hard because it sort of shattered your perspective of home. That was yucky. Yeah. And then last Friday, I just had a talk with some friends and just realized to accept that if you understand and recognize that it's likely not going to go back to normal, then and accept that you have to figure out new ways to do things, then maybe it's a little bit easier on your head.
Yeah.
If you sit in a holding pattern, it's going to be a long holding pattern. So being from Eastern Canada, you're used to getting into a snowstorm. Maybe it lasts for a week, so you do your grocery shop and hang out for a while, play board games. You can't do that for 6 months.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? And then you have all those deniers. For me, I think with Greg, it's like
We're waiting for
when a doctor's worried, I get worried. Like and the flat earthers, the anti-vaxxers, whatever, go party it out somewhere, hug it out, do whatever you want. But
Yeah, we've gotten the hate mail from the deniers, definitely.
Yeah, if you believe that, you know what, go for it, man. Have a wicked party, do whatever you want, and sign a little waiver that you're not going to compress our healthcare system and like spread it all over to vulnerable people. Do what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I think what stirred the pot with us is I work in the medical field. I'm an X-ray tech.
Shame on you.
I know. Shame on me for X-raying somebody with COVID, active COVID. How dare me, and get tested for it to make sure I didn't contract it.
My rant.
Even though I have a mask. It was just crazy. Someone said I was full of shit, and I felt like posting like my COVID results, my lab results on there. But you know what? I'm not going to give anyone that time of day.
Exactly.
People can have their own opinions. The problem with this is when an individual thinks that their interest outweighs that of a group, that's where it becomes problematic.
Yeah.
And I mean, this whole thing is just reaffirmed to me how out of whack everything is, out of balance. Our most important people, we pay like shit,
Yeah, exactly.
And how, like, I love professional sports. I love like watching pro soccer and stuff, but really, I don't think Messi's really going to be able to help out a lot right now, or Ronaldo, or, so, but pay them well. But when they're making more than people make in a week, and they make more in a week than they do in a year, it's crazy. But we rely on these people. We ask them to put their lives at risk for us. And
well, look at how much we pay the teachers. Look at how much we pay the teachers who are basically our future, teaching our future.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you know, if you can dribble a ball, you can make millions. If you're a teacher, you can make $2,400 or $24,000 a year. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So
don't swear.
I agree with you.
Don't swear. They'll shut us down.
Oh, no, not on this one. Not on this one. Not here.
Hey, is this okay? Down fingers?
Not here, baby.
This might be okay.
Yeah. Well, change it to fire truck.
Yeah, fire truck this guy the other day across the street, and he just about ran me down on my scooter, eh? Then this fire truck moose chased me down into the bush. Just smashed in the side of the head, that fire truck moose.
We tend to have lots of fun. But we're serious. We think about shit too.
Yeah, but you know, in times like this, we need more fun.
Like humor,
Absolutely.
like it's medicine for me, all of us, right?
Oh,
And,
yeah.
You know, when you're down, I mean, there's only so much like.
But see, that's what's so cool that you're.
Get boring. You know what I mean? You need human interaction. And
oh, that's what's so twisted about this whole thing is that it's like
you're cooped up.
Fundamentally attacking who we are as people at the core.
Absolutely.
Like if a little kid comes up to you, like I have friends with children, and they come up to say hi, and you gotta, hey kid, stay the fire truck away from me. It does them in the head because it affects them. But you need to. But right now we need people who are in positions of power to be explaining this in a way. Don't drink bleach, you know, shit like that. No offense, but what?
Yeah, don't listen to the U.S. president. Then, yeah.
Don't listen. Oh, we could go really wrong here. There's a lot of people in political positions that have a responsibility to fire truck people down.
Absolutely.
Like bring it down so they're not being dumb.
Yeah.
Because we have a tendency as a species to get really stupid really quick. And at a time like this, we need to be chilled, a little bit of humor, you know?
Yeah. It's the animal in us.
There's ramifications to this shit.
Yeah.
This is why we love doing it, though. So your fans could see that you guys are going through the same thing they are. You know what I mean? So it kind of makes people feel better that we're going through this together. We're walking through hell together.
Exactly.
And at first we needed, I think, as individuals to figure out how to process this. And more recently, we're starting to realize maybe we have to change the way we're doing things. But Greg was cutting my hair today. We were talking about like Monday, I think Sunday we were supposed to be in Athens, Greece, and then we're rolling through Europe. And I mean, it takes a lot of time to prepare for these things. It's super disappointing, but we know we have a responsibility because if we would have kept trying to do these types of, you know, you can inadvertently hurt people, but it's hard. It rips out, there's people that want to be musicians and artists, and there's people that have to be. And right there is a guy that has to be, and he's not. You know, we got to figure out other things, right? Other things to do.
Yeah.
And you go like this through, you know, ups and downs, and we're all the same.
Which is, you know, like we do a radio show, an online radio show, and which is why we decided to just start doing video interviews because, well, yeah, I mean, we have the time, the bands have the time, and what better way to like have you guys talk about whatever you want to do and promote you guys to a much broader audience or have
and it's also nice to you know, to put a face to the band as well.
Absolutely.
You know, I like when we're touring, I always really enjoy going out and talking to people like in the parking lot. Like you know, loves to go out and just chat to people and, you know, find out what their city's like and how's their scene, you know, what's life like for you. And so it's do it. Yeah, and so it's nice like to put a face to a band, so you can actually, you know, go, oh, okay, you know, because I always guess like, I wonder what that dude's like, you know what I mean? And so you're wondering. So this is like a great opportunity to talk face to face.
Yeah,
they can see it. I think it's great.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, totally.
I wrote this last week to the band. I said,
It's a rant.
This is different. I said, I'm done with this COVID thing. Done feeling like I've been taken hostage. Time to plot out what the new normal is going to look like. It's a good time for punk rock to make some fire truck awesome music, right? And I think for sure we can find responsible ways to be creative. I think we can find responsible ways to interact while at the same time making certain that we are honoring public safety and health concerns, like doing what we've been told to do. So that's what you guys are doing. You found a different way to connect with people and share that, and it's important.
Yeah.
There's some fucking people who are like fire trucking people that have been cooped up for weeks by themselves. Like, oh
Yeah.
God, you'd be going nuts.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, you know?
Absolutely. But like you said, it's like having your bubble, you know, keeping that bubble, and then, but that's the responsible thing to do. If everyone just took care of their own bubble, we wouldn't have, you know, this problem could go away.
By keeping care of your own bubble, you're keeping care of others.
Absolutely.
But the idea of flattening the curve doesn't mean that we're going to see this go away. It just means that as people get exposed to this, it's going to happen at a rate that the healthcare system can manage.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it spikes like this, that's when you see awful shit happen. That's happened earlier on in this whole pandemic.
Well, like today, I live downtown in the West End in Vancouver, and it's a highly densely populated area. It's like building like apartments, like it's very big.
I was in Vancouver a year ago at the end of May.
Oh, nice time of the year for that, eh?
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
So when I was leaving, I took the long way around because I wanted to see like what people are doing on the beach because they're not being very sensible. And I was going up it's called Pacific, the street I was going up, and I looked, and it was packed. The beaches were just like packed, and like there was no distancing there, and I just shook my head. And I was watching on CBC this morning, and it was mentioned actually in CBC that there was no social distancing on the beach. So maybe they might have some sort of I don't know, like parks board maybe going in there and saying, hey, you gotta maybe outside, you know,
exactly,
because it's irresponsible, right?
Absolutely. When I look at where me and Diana are from, you know, LA, Los Angeles, where the social distancing at the beach and people are raising hell because they can't do this and that and the other, makes me sick, man. It makes me sick because, you know, I got to live in this earth with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
just irresponsible behavior.
I think I might read my rant.
In effect, so you're going to read your rant?
I have a very harsh rant that I wrote about a month ago. And I don't know.
Let's hear it.
Well, let's continue. I'll warm up to it.
My pin.
I gotta get to know you a little bit better.
I just broke my pin. Damn it.
Stop fiddling.
I'm a fidgeter, right?
So you guys sing, you know, a lot of your songs are about working class, the struggles and stuff like that. Obviously there's going to be some struggles. I mean, there's struggles going on now. There's going to be
what's another word for that word?
Toffee.
Toffee? Oh, toffee.
Oh, toffee.
Oh, toffee.
So, do you think this is going to inspire?
A lot of toffee going on, okay? There's a lot of toffee going on. And it's how you navigate through the toffee, right?
Absolutely.
Holy toffee.
Absolutely.
Holy toffee.
Coffee. I like coffee.
Toffee.
I do too. Like,
Yeah,
you
not
like hard coffee, like Werther's original, or you like the soft, like the McCormick one? Or it pulls all your fillings out.
It's crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: you get like a cup of almonds, right?
Yeah.
Saute them in butter,
Okay.
and then sprinkle them in brown sugar, and you got to get it up to about, I think, 425, so it starts to caramelize. But throw in a Thai chili pepper, and then once it starts to cool, nail it with sea salt.
Damn.
I have all
Good?
That sounds good.
Well,
Really good.
that's some good toffee.
Yeah, it's very good.
It sounds good.
And then when it cools, you got to get the temperature right. I don't know the temperature. If you have a candy thermometer, I mean, here's the thing: like, we're older, I guess, in a sense. Maybe not in our brains, but when do you get a chance at this time in your life just to not have to do the regular old toffee that you normally have to do, right? Isn't it awesome? I think it's
right.
great.
Hey, it is.
I understand the consequences of all of this.
Yeah.
Same time, it's like, I think this whole COVID-19 thing is as significant as the invention of the internet to us as a human thing.
Yeah.
Mess.
Living history. Definitely living
It's going to
history.
change how we interact, same way the internet did.
Yep. Absolutely.
Because he wants a mani and a pedi really, really bad, and he can't find anywhere.
I painted my toenails pink the other day.
He's like, what am I gonna do? I'm turning into fire truck Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
There's this thing. I think they sell it in Canada.
Oh, fuck.
It's
You
called.
see, the sheets are all ripped up because of his toenails.
So,
And you can't buy what? You like 2,000 thread count or something like that?
1,000. Egyptian wool.
Egyptian
No, Egyptian cotton.
Just,
No.
I was gonna say toenail clippers and this lotion called Pretty Hands and Feet.
Oh. There's one up
There you
here
go.
in Canada called, like, it's called Pretty Mane, isn't it? Like, do you use
Like lion's mane?
No, like
Oh, like the horse mane?
Oh,
Yeah.
a horse mane.
Yeah. The horse
Yeah.
mane.
Horse
Yeah.
mane. You ever heard that band, Horse Mane? They're kind of like indie.
they're hipster.
I don't know.
Oh, no, they're pretty
Serious.
It sounded like it would be like that. Right?
That indie band, Horse Mane. They're awesome.
Oh man, I got tickets to Horse Mane.
got canceled, eh?
Yeah, I got canceled, eh? Hey. And there's a moose guarding the door, eh? And the security guard's on a skidoo.
I saw him at the college. Yeah, exactly.
They went-
You guys got any more questions before this gets out of hand?
You're totally like side.
This coffee
You guys been writing?
is called actually Kicking Horse.
It is.
This coffee we're drinking is called Kicking Horse.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm drinking champagne, and I think this is the remainder of
Have
my.
you ever had a French 75?
No,
Look it up.
I will.
Oh, come on, man. That's like really not cool to be talking about that.
It's
No, I'm kidding. I don't even know what it is.
I was gonna say I have, but she fucking slapped me.
No, she fire truck slapped you.
Yeah, you got to stop swearing on your show. You're gonna-
It's a 75-year-old French woman. Nice.
Oh. You went down there. You went down that dark path. Actually, I got a foul mouth, but I'm trying to keep it clean.
That's all right. Sure.
My scenarios are pretty. We were talking about some pretty nasty toffee out there, you know. Well, when I was cutting his hair, we did it outside, and all these people were walking by. I was buzzing them up, right? And
It's going to get busy here in a sec. We're setting up we're turning this space into a recording studio today.
Oh, nice.
Oh, rad.
We got a record to finish.
yeah, we are recording this weekend. The drum tracks are done.
Lots of stuff.
Why don't you explain to them?
I'll just-
Or is this another question?
See, we have, I don't know if you can see behind us. We have a big open spot. We're putting in sound baffles today. Redoing some tracks, gang vocals. We're trying to figure out how to do it. So
Nice.
maybe hang a mic in the center of the room and then we can invite people over who are bored and they can sing and we'll just do something fun with
Oh,
it.
that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
How's the sound? So you're recording actually in that room you're sitting in now?
Yeah, this is an old, there's lots of things I don't actually want to say
That's fine.
publicly, but this space is it's like an old kind of art gallery that's been converted into place.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
This
It's
is
badass. It
JJ.
looks cool.
You can say
Hi.
hi. Watch the door.
I'll give you a wave.
That's JJ.
Hey.
They're spread across the U.S.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. The fucking cat, man.
Yeah, he's got a new cat, and
Hey, how's the sound in that room? How you get a good sound in there? Or?
we're gonna bring some baffles in,
Yeah.
and we're gonna, because the acoustics you can probably hear right now aren't kind of reverberate, kind of
Yeah, kind of.
right. There isn't acoustic.
I could tell there's an echo.
The ceiling is it's concrete, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there used to be a you know, they have those false ceilings. You'd have those tiles in it.
Yeah.
Ripped all that out, and then we built in sort of a second layer. And then, but we still have the pegs in the ceiling, so then we'll modify those just to get the sound proper.
Oh, that's rad. That's
Something.
fucking badass.
It's not like we don't have a shitload of time.
Toffee time.
Toffee time. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, we got a lot of time on our hands, so yeah.
We can make things as complicated as we want. Yeah.
Yeah, we can scramble our brains or unscramble them.
Hey, you know what? I
Or
got
play
things to
Scrabble
do.
even.
So I have a cat that I got yesterday.
Okay.
What's his name? What's the cat's
We don't
name?
know,
We
and
don't
that's
know.
what we need. So we need to find a
Yes.
name for the cat. So why don't you do a contest, and we'll mail something to whoever comes up with the name.
All right.
There you go. That's awesome.
Let's do it. We're gonna do it.
So we
Bishop Green
it's a guy.
cat
It's a
contest.
guy cat.
Okay.
He's been tutored, and I'm so silly right now. Sorry. He's black and white, and I think we're gonna call it JJ, but we
Don't do that.
but then we might upset him, so we decided not to do that.
Aaron, don't do that.
So I think it should be a human name.
Okay.
But we could call it Donald, but I think, it's got to be. It's hard.
Well, I made a suggestion. I thought Peter would be a cool kitty cat name.
That's a cool cat name.
It is Peter because it's simple and Peter's.
Or you can have something exotic like C-A-T.
No, I can't say that. I'm.
You get it? C-A-T? Cat?
Or like a
No,
good
don't. No.
like a something stupid like I don't know, like just a human name would be funny, like Randy. Randy, come on, here's some catnip there, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey?
Well, I have a dog named Henry, so yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. I think human dog names are they're neat, right? It's unique.
Yeah.
Instead of coming up with pet names, right?
Yeah.
I think a human name would make it
Like Cuddles or Whiskers.
or Mittens.
Mittens, yeah.
Noe.
That's pretty badass though, that you guys have this studio and the time to just, fuck, man, you guys can make just incredible shit, man.
Yeah, well, we've been Evan, we've been learning a lot of stuff on the computer, how to edit, and so Evan's got this GoPro, so we're gonna do some really cool stuff with it, and over the coming days, because we have time and stuff. And I mean, it's great that I have the fact I can go out and ride around and stuff, but that gets boring. You get lonely. It's nice. So we have a really solid bubble of people, and we're careful, right? Because this is nasty toffee going on, right? And it's brutal. It's scary. It's lonely for people, and to have a space like this and a good little bubble of friends that we can get out and do stuff. It really it makes a huge difference in because everyone's feeling down, right? I'm sure it's not happy times, that's for sure. And
Yeah.
you do what you can, but we're pretty lucky to have this, So,
Yeah.
and we're looking forward to, and we're going to be doing some cool stuff in the coming days, like this recording. I'm super excited. The song I wrote some I think they're pretty okay songs. So got the Bishop Green sound, and we're looking forward to doing this weekend.
That's awesome.
We're gonna set up for the week, so there's no rush. So
Yeah.
you can come in and do their parts, and take their time.
So how far
This is a different way of recording for sure, right?
Absolutely.
You know
but
what
you
though?
have to think outside the box, right?
Do you know the band The Lancasters?
I've heard of them, yeah.
That was us. That was 2000. So that's 20.
Oh, they're freezing.
Freezing.
Freezing. Oh, that sucks. Something's wrong with their connection. Can you pause the recording, D?
Yes, sir. Yes.
He looks like he's at a soda shop.
A soda shop.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, we had a little bit of an interruption, but hey, we're back and all is good. Yeah. All is right in the world.
We're trying to find this cat right now.
Cat.
Yeah.
So we are going to definitely do that for you guys, man. We are going to start, your cat's name contest.
Okay.
Yes.
You want to know a little bit about him?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have to make it up. He's 75 years old.
Okay.
It's a rare breed of Persian cat. I think he might possibly have Egyptian roots. But in course, over time, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot going on there. I'm not too sure. He's very talkative. He has a lot to say. And I'm trying so hard to understand him. So.
Oh my God, that's great, man.
You took him in to save him from his addiction?
Well, the thing is, so he came from a home and the guy just couldn't, I don't know, something happened. So he went to another home. Now, apparently, this cat also has a bit of an anger management issues.
Oh shit.
So he tends to fight a lot, and he's very talkative. And I think, so they're going to ship him off to juvie school, like to jail. And then they found out how old he was, and they're like, what are we going to do with this thing? So then I was over there the other day, and so I said, look, you can't put the cat in jail because we know how that's going to go. So I took him. Yeah. So he's safe now. But I think
So you have the felon cat.
Yeah, felon cat.
Yeah, I don't think he's been charged formally with anything. So
a little straightening out.
Yeah. I mean, he's got an attitude.
Light straightening out.
Having
Right?
an attitude doesn't make
like attitude light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if you're classified a criminal, doesn't make you a criminal. This kind of says the legal system's a bit fucked, right? Fire trucked.
Misunderstood.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why you go to jail for stealing food?
No. I'm just saying, that your cat's probably misunderstood.
Yeah, I think maybe, yeah.
Kind of look who you're talking to. Saying.
I think there's a reason why we're conversing here.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we reversed this on you. We're interviewing you.
Yeah.
Back to your guys's. Let's go back to music.
All right, let's do it.
That's right. Back to what you do besides having serial killer cats.
I don't think he is, though.
All right.
He is.
What do you got for us?
Yeah.
Far into your new record, you guys into before all this happened? Were you already in the process of recording it, or this just sort of happened once we were all put in shelter in place and no travels?
Yeah. Did it fast forward everything?
But it's not how it works, I don't think, for us. I think because we're always writing all the time, like this guy is always coming up with melodies and ideas and things. And so we have tons of stuff, and then you just kind of work with these things. And then you play them. Sometimes you play them live for a while and see how it feels and tweak them a bit. And then when you get some time and maybe the right resources, you record them, and so some people go, we're going to sit down and we're going to, force some creativity. I don't know that really, I guess it works for some people, but I think for us, it's just very organic.
Yeah. Like, I'll come up with a melody. Sometimes I'll just be walking down the street and I see something and I'll come up with a melody. Like I always have, like Evan says, I have a carnival.
He has a serious friggin' carnival in that head. Like
sometimes the Ferris wheel's going, but sometimes the haunted house, the ones you get to the cars, you pass through the doors. Those ones? They have those cheap animatronic shit in them, coffee in them.
He's been on the zipper for about a month, so he's finally...
So I don't know, I'll just come up with a melody. Like I'll pick up, I usually write that on the bass first, and then I'll pick up my guitar. And then I'm like, so that's kind of like how this recording came up. I was just sitting at home one day and I was just playing bass and just came up with these melodies, just record them on my phone and come up with, like kind of the structure of the song. And I'm like, hey guys, check this out. And then we play along. And then me and Evan, we're intuitive. Like when we're playing, I just look at him and he just instinctively rolls or he'll go like down on the toms. He just knows. And I'm like, it's weird. Like we play really well together. So like we kind of like get the structure down, and then everyone just jumps on. And
We've been playing for
and
21
solos
years.
and stuff, right?
That's really fucking cool, man. Really,
It's
really
more than cool. It's absolutely doesn't make any sense, because you actually,
It's weird.
it's totally weird. It's fun though, right?
Like I'll just like even do like start, and he's like, I'm like,
No, I've been in many punk bands where I since I was like 12 years old, where I've been locked in with a guitar player or a drummer, where we just knew exactly what each other was thinking, and
Yeah.
and that's fucking awesome. When you lock with somebody like that, that's just incredible. That's great.
Yeah, and I mean, I think there's so much of that. Like there's the interactions between your band members and how you get along, and both on and off, on and off a stage.
Yeah.
What country and what city? Well, maybe what country was the guy said? I've never seen.
It was for 7 seconds.
You tell that story.
Yeah. There's this guy came up and he said to me, he goes, I've seen so many bands and I've never seen a drummer and a singer interface the same way. And that's because the way the songs are written. So the songs are written off the root melody, and it's not the guitar that drives the songs, it's the rhythm. And the rhythm matches the cadence of his voice.
Yeah.
And then the guitar's texture on that, and other little things. And where a lot of people, I think a lot of bands you hear, they sit down and the song is built from the guitar.
Exactly.
And everything else straps around, and we do it differently. And I think that gives that sound, right?
Yeah. Well, to me, that's always been like in the punk realm of like the rhythm dictates everything, not the guitar. That's more of like the rock, stadium rock kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Some versions of, like, I guess you can think of generations of punk rock music, because that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
Like I know, like I'm too young to be like a first waver, but I have people around me that were of the age that got exposed at a time when so much of this stuff came out, like started in a sense, or whenever Fire Trucking started. Probably started with the guy that died today.
Oh,
Richard.
No.
Oh, Little Richard.
Yeah, Little Richard died today.
Yeah.
And Greg was saying, maybe people say, well, who was the first band? I mean, come on.
Richard, man.
Yeah, I mean, but
it wasn't fucking Elvis, I'll tell you that.
Oh, hell no. He did other people's stuff.
Yeah, Elvis just copied what the blacks were doing. That's all Elvis did.
Yeah, like with Little Richard, like it's fantastic how he played. It was just like unbelievable. Like that was pretty outrageous for the time, right? Like the saxophone player getting on the piano and just like and then jumping off. So there's your first stage dive, basically.
Awesome. I mean, just
awesome. Like just
absolutely.
Yeah.
What I loved about him too is he was so flamboyant.
Yeah.
I mean,
entertainers, right? And
exactly.
But it's flamboyant, man.
Crazy mustache.
But there's a connection between the people playing, but also how that gets. It's the connection between you and your people who you're playing to, right? Yeah, and you can feel that too. That you mentioned the connection when you've played with somebody and you're like, wow, we connected. Yeah. You have those shows sometimes and that happens. You're like, whoa, that's interesting. You feel people moving to like your kick pedal and you're like, wow, that's
yes, exactly.
That's and it's hard to explain that to people.
It's a rush for. I mean, it's a rush for people in the audience, man. It's like you get butterflies in your stomach and energy, man. Yeah, I've seen some bands, some of my favorite bands, like the band X. When I see them, every time I see them, I get that feeling where I'm locked in with them, and it's just fucking my adrenaline starts pumping, and they're
man.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I hear you for sure. And it's funny too, like when we're playing it, like even at practice sometimes, like I know exactly like when he's gonna do a roll or a fill or like he's gonna go down tom or he's gonna hit that, like, or even when he changes his hi-hat, and with his rolls I'll sometimes do this on stage. I think it's really funny. I'll go with his rolls and like, it just I don't know, it's energy, right? And I love like
It's called Motley Crewing.
Molly Crane. I just need some more hair.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's like you said.
Should I wear a wig and do it?
Go get a wig.
I'll do the helicopter head.
For anyone out there watching this, if you're feeling a bit cooped up, get on Amazon or whatever you need to do. Buy yourself a decent curly wig, whatever color's your preference, and go wear that out with the mask. Have some fun, man. Be responsible. Stay 6 feet away. Wash your hands.
Yeah,
Wig.
totally, man.
Get a wig, yeah.
Absolutely.
Get a wig and put on some crew.
Speaking of, I mean, we're talking of other bands. Right now, where you guys are shelter in placing, what are you guys listening to, music-wise?
Mm-hmm.
I've been listening to a lot, actually. Been on like a two-tone kick lately.
Mm.
That's happy.
Just cheerful.
Yeah, that's happy music. Yeah.
And a Victoria band called No Heart, really good.
Ooh, I gotta check them out.
Oh, they're good. They're really, really good, and they're friends of ours.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. That's Whisper. Hold on. I don't know. They're still a good band. They might have broken up. I don't know. But anyways, they're check them out. They're really good. Yeah, a lot of two-tone. And Evan's been just like it's really annoying because it's not really my favorite, but he really, really loves black metal.
I could tell.
Yeah, right? He loves it, right?
Earlier on, before we had that temporary service problem, you know how we were saying sometimes we go like this?
Yeah.
I went down into a little bit of a trough last week, and I had
like a pig?
Oh yeah, I had a 14-hour personal dance party. It was awesome, and I listened to so much stuff, like right across, like Edith Piaf, Nina Simone, Wolf Brigade, a little bit of church burning music, whatever. It didn't matter, and just went through in no specific order and had an awesome time. It was good.
A little bit of church burning music. That's great, man.
Hey, I've got something to show you. I've spent a lot of time going through my shit, okay? And I'll show you a couple things.
Yeah.
Oh no, what's he gonna drag out?
This is exclusive stuff, D.
Like Laura Branigan or something, Evan? Okay, I was sitting outside this coffee shop. I was sitting on my scooter because I got like ironing board backrest, so I'm like totally stretched out and phone calling, right? And I was talking to a friend that why does it take a pandemic to reconnect with people you haven't talked to in ages? So this guy goes by in a Jeep with the top down, blaring, and I mean blaring Laura Branigan. And my friend goes, I'm hearing Laura Branigan. I'm like, yeah, you are. There's a guy in a Jeep, and he's totally rocking out. He's this big cheesy sunglasses. Like that, the worst color of blue. I don't know, teal or something like that. It's just his Jeep, and I went into hysterics. It was classic. It's one of those moments where you're just like,
no shame in his game.
No shame in his game. Exactly. Oh, he's got a hit list. So, yeah.
Oh, I gotta put my granny glasses to see that.
Look, I was actually joking about black metal. He doesn't listen to black metal, but look what he dragged out. Can you see that?
Now, just a second. I want to show this though.
Gotta show my boyfriend Ben this.
This is hit.
Do you like
hit
black
list,
metal?
right?
Yeah.
Volume 1, number 1. So this.
I have that somewhere.
Yeah, get it out and read it. Read it on Sunday. And the politics of black metal.
Yeah.
Read it on Sunday.
Look. It's 3D.
I love that zine. It's Dale from MR.
Oh,
But it goes through all the stuff, right? It kind of lays it out.
They went pretty in depth.
Wow, it feels like I could just grab it and read it from you.
Wait, I think I can, but you got to give him a second.
Hey, what he's doing? Have you ever seen a show? It was a Canadian show, so he probably
John Candy.
SCTV.
One of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah.
That was the scary time.
The smell-o-vision.
So you knew about SCTV living in the States?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
had that
It
here.
was good.
Fucking great show.
It was awesome.
Fire truck, great show.
Fire
Yeah,
truck.
it was good.
Burning good. Yeah.
Okay, they got the point. Yeah, like,
I like, you know what I love?
Like one of my favorite actors. Like he was just hilarious. Like, you know.
Who did you say was?
John Candy.
Oh, John Candy, yeah.
Just dynamite, man. That guy.
I love Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, dude. He's just so fucking funny.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
It's one of my favorites too.
Yeah, totally.
Good
That's
cheered
cool.
up rainy day movie for sure, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, John Candy was just so good in that movie. It's
it was awesome. I forget what the movie's called, but I collect horror movies. And I have an old horror movie where John Candy plays a cop from 1976. Yeah, and he's trying to catch a serial killer.
Yeah,
and it's weird because it's a serious role he's in. So it must be an old Canadian movie or something, but it's pretty trippy.
We can Google it now.
Yeah, Google it.
No, you know what? Maybe that's the way you got to enter the cat naming contest.
And name
the 19 whatever horror movie that John Candy was in, and if you get it right, that's the skill testing question. Submit.
That is.
like that.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Nothing's easy.
And you can win. Yeah.
So like just off the top of your head, don't think too deep. It's like simple. What is your favorite horror movie? 80s though.
favorite
80s?
80s? Motel Hell.
That's a good one. Very good. You?
Mine would be Hellraiser, probably from the 80s.
Okay. And what about what's your boyfriend's name again?
Then
Ben.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Don't think. Feel.
You can't think.
Is Evil
Okay,
Dead?
let me
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
let me turn it around on you. Favorite 70s movie?
Mine is Return of the Living Dead.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one.
What
It's
about
party time.
yep.
Shining.
Shining? Perfect.
Oh yeah, The Shining. Shit, yeah.
That's a question that you can't think. You just got to go.
Yeah.
You got it.
You know?
It's like what Bruce Lee would say.
Because if you think, you're like, well, if I say that, I'm not cool. You know what I mean?
Well, if you would have said 70s, I would have said Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
The
Yeah.
Omen
Oh,
in the
come
70s.
on.
Omen, yeah, Omen's good.
Because The Exorcist is good, but The Omen is deeper.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
Scene with the punks. The scene with the punks in the ghetto blaster.
Yeah.
Like that Star Trek episode when Spock does that to the punk, he's like wearing dead Kennedys or something. He had like these huge Hollywood earrings or something stupid.
Yeah.
Remember that scene?
Was that in the bus?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, the bunker in the bus. Yeah. That was
Since we're on that, me and Evan. Okay, do you remember when Quincy had that punk episode?
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you remember Chip's punk episode?
Yeah. Big pain, the feeling in my brain.
I kick a hunk of concrete.
We watched that on YouTube the other night.
A hunk of concrete. So good. I got my friend to watch that. He goes, there was a Chips Punk episode? He goes, I know about the Quincy Punks one. But I'm like, yeah. And then he texted me. He goes, that was so good.
Why don't we make a limited edition
That's badass.
called Quincy Punks?
There is a band called Quincy Punks, isn't there?
Yeah, Quincy Punks.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think they're around anymore, but yeah, there was a band called Quincy Punks.
Yeah.
Remember the lady when she's sitting with Quincy at the table at the punk show? The punk show. They all just had bandanas with weird eye makeup. That's punk, right? Right? And then they dubbed sounds into the pit the way they were dancing. And all it was like girls screaming. It was a murder mill. If you go in there, you're playing life.
What about
And Quincy goes, I don't plan on it. That's when you watch the guy just bump into it and walks out. I love that scene.
what about the Queen?
That was Suicidal Tendencies in that, right?
In the Quincy
In
Punks?
the Quincy one. Wasn't Suicidal Tendencies?
Mayhem or something
Yeah, I think you're right.
I forgot which one Suicidal was in, but I know Suicidal was in one of those shows.
I think it.
Oh no, it might have been Miami Vice.
They had a
Suicidal.
punk episode too? Oh,
Yeah,
I
I think
gotta
so.
see that one.
Yeah.
Why don't we make a list of all the punk episodes
From
on
like
like
the
Panic episodes.
30s.
yeah.
SCTV had one, the Queen Haters.
Yeah.
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 John Candy on drums with a straight face like this.
Martin Short, right? Was the singer.
Yeah. Oh, that was so good. I love that.
The Queen Haters.
Yeah.
And then he goes, okay, guys, we're going to have our slam dance competition. And then I showed it. There was just like dummies throwing in the air. And there was dummies just going like everywhere. It was so fucking funny. And then they stopped and it was a heap of dummies. And then huge like muscle guy goes, I won, what do I get? Well, you get the slam dance prize. You gotta watch that. Slam dance competition.
Do you remember Celebrity Blow Up on SCTV? Where they would bring in a celebrity and then they'd ask him questions, and when he got it wrong, they'd just blow him up.
Oh my God, that was a great show, man. I don't hardly remember it, but it was.
And did you know, like in the early days, it was filmed in Edmonton before it moved to Toronto?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
There's a
I didn't
little
know that.
yeah for you there, big guy.
Oh, wow.
My
The second city.
my
Yes, yeah.
I have one of my best friends is from Edmonton. So.
I grew up there, and then yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Before I moved out here, yeah. When I was like a young bratty punk. That's how I
Yeah, that's a good description.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And when I first met him, I fire truck and hated his guts when I met you. we were like,
Why?
we were in a bar, and he fire truck, and he spilled so much shit on me in like 3 seconds. I was like, what the hell is this guy? Like, what is this dude, man? I was like, anyway, we worked it out. So
Obviously.
Is that how you guys got together and started doing a band, or just?
no, it didn't happen that way. He was doing other stuff, and I was busy with other things. And I think it was in 1999 or something.
Then we started playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
1999. And then it kind of morphed into that band, the Lancasters, and then that went for a couple of years, and then that just kind of did its thing. And then Greg went off and did alternate action.
Okay.
I still play with do you know that Killed by Death Volume 1, I Hate Cops, that song?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Motorhead the Motorhead album, right?
No. It's a band out of Stockton called The Authorities.
Oh, I know the Authorities.
I've been drumming with them for over 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Not a lot of people do. So that's okay though. And then so Greg was doing that, I was doing other things, and then we got back together and did started Bishop's Green Up. That was like a decade ago now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when a lot of bands form together, it takes like, it's not right away that they just hit big, but you guys, like, it was like 2011 when you guys got together, and then like 3 years later, it's like you guys just hit it big in Europe.
It was the most insane experience.
So much fun. I loved it. I'm just, yeah. You know, I'm not keep rehashing that we're not there, but man, yeah, it stung. I love touring over there. It's so much fun and so many nice people, and
Yeah.
it's a blast, and it's just, and the people over there are just so much fun, and the traveling and actually it's always about the people. I just love meeting new people. That's why, you know,
Yeah.
going out and just chit chatting, and you know, I just love it. And yeah, we just happen to, I don't know,
Well, when
have a lot of fun, really.
Yeah.
this guy reached out to us and said, hey, do you want to come over to Europe? And we're like, okay. And I think we had like 4 followers on Facebook, or not that really means anything, but meaning we didn't understand that our music had kind of resonated with people, because at that time Europe was starting to go through a financial crisis, you know, and so we went over there, and it was like, holy crap, like our first show. So we played music a long time, but we're used to playing on, you know, clubs. And our first show, oh man, like,
Yikes.
like I'm used to like being able to talk to, say, Greg when we're playing, And I'm like, where the fuck is he? And, you know, the stage was bigger than some of the clubs we used to play. We're like, whoa. And, you know, you got to learn how to do that.
It was a festival, right?
It was a big festival. And there's, you know, our first show in Munich was like to 1,600 people. And we're like, oh my God. And then every show was insane.
Yeah, we played Warsaw, Poland. That was a memorable show.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
We blew the power.
So much fun. It was just crazy.
We were playing in this old, like, kind of renovated factory of some sort. And the place was jam-packed. And we blew the power to the building, but we didn't blow it to the stage. So it's pitch black. And we just kept playing. And flashes.
I was like tripping. I'm like, huh?
The flashes were going off.
Yeah.
And there would be more bodies. So like I'm drumming and there's like people on me and it was just nuts. And then they get the power back on, but we never stopped. And it was like, it was insane.
Rad. That's so
but
cool.
it was fun.
And people, they had these light poles and people, they were just going like crazy. And they were just like, they were crawling all over the post, like monkeys do. And they're just like, I'm like, oh, what's going on here, man? I would loved it. It was so fun.
The Exorcist. We were talking horror movies.
That's your favorite set?
I'd say The Exorcist was probably, but that's, I think it's late 70s, isn't it?
That's
Early 70s.
70s.
Yeah, that's a shit scary movie.
73.
That's a toffee producing movie.
I was like,
Sucks in hell.
I was
But,
like,
yeah, so
Okay, hey, can I do one horror movie quote? We'll get back to music.
Yeah.
If someone mentioned it.
Evil Dead.
Yeah. Even now we have your darling Linda's soul. She suffers in torment.
Okay, here. Let me give you some horror movie trivia. The Exorcist 3 was Jeffrey Dahmer's favorite movie. And he used to tell his victims, let's go watch The Exorcist 3 and drink some beers.
Before
So
I
the
eat you.
next time you watch The Exorcist
And you're
3.
going to be the popcorn.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow.
Speaking of Jeffrey Dahmer,
Speaking of Jeffrey
parts.
extra butter. Extra buttery.
Yeah. Okay, back to music.
yes, back to music. God, you guys sidetracked me so much on all my questions that I had.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Each of you name two things that will no longer be sort of commonplace in a post-COVID-19 environment, okay? I will start by saying buffets and all-you-can-eat popcorn shrimp. Okay. What's yours?
I don't know, man. I'm going to see what he has to say. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll get
you go
some
next.
ideas.
Movie theaters.
Yeah, for sure.
Movie
Yeah.
theaters. Yeah. Because I love going to the movies and I know it's going to be fucked.
Yeah, but maybe you'll be able to see.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Fuck. And this is definitely true. Amusement parks and roller coasters.
Yeah.
I love roller coasters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Scared peanuts at a bar.
Yeah, the bar popcorn.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Joe, you want some?
Hey, can I? You know what? People that fucking bum cigarettes. Yeah. Hey, can I have a drag? Yeah, sure. Wow, think of the money you'd save now.
Okay.
No. Hugs and
Yeah, random hugs.
joints with random people.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to just do old school, like
Hot knives.
heavy metal style, like when my older brother was a total headbanger. Do hot knives with hash.
Yeah.
Remember his headbanger buddies? I remember when I was like, I don't know, like I was about 11 or something, and they were doing that, and all I heard was coughing, like, because that shit's hard. And the headbangers and hash go hand in hand, don't they?
Big time.
Yeah. It doesn't even sound fun. It sounds like they're in fucking agony.
Agony, I know.
It's not fun. That was the best. Watching your
Oh,
buddy
sure.
with his lip.
In like school, you knew it was a hot knife burn.
Yeah.
Because the knife would slip.
There's a lot of things. Another thing, do you guys know IKEA down there? You have IKEA, right?
Yeah. The store, the
Yeah.
furniture and shit. Yeah.
You know the ballroom where you drop your kids off?
Oh yeah, those are gone.
Those
Gone.
are gone. And you know, there's no more IKEA ballrooms either.
Chuck E. Cheese. No more Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, it's up to the parents though.
I'm gonna have to bring my own like Clorox wipes to wipe down a pinball machine every time I want to play.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Exactly, man.
Maybe if you think back a little in hindsight, that wouldn't have been a bad idea to do anyway.
Right?
Yeah.
It was me. I'm a germaphobe just from working in the medical field. So
And I'm a
Don't do it.
restaurant, so
yeah.
Yeah, definitely Lysol wipes when you go and play Miss Pac-Man or something from now on, man. Definitely.
There was a guy here that when this pandemic first started, rearing its ugly head. So what he was doing, him and his wife had a pickup truck, and every day they go to a different Costco. The Lower Mainland is basically the huge area we live in, Vancouver, and all the surroundings. We call it the Lower Mainland. He was going around. I'll use my broken pin. It's a little truck going around from Costco to Costco to Costco, and buying is like 2 shopping carts full of Lysol wipes, like every day. Like his garage was stuff, and he had a shed stuff, and he was selling them on Amazon for like triple the price, and he like squirreled away.
Didn't they buy
Unbelievable profit, like so much profit. And so there was this kind of, it was like inside reporter, is that what you call this guy? Yeah, he was an inside reporter. So we walked up to him and he said, "Hey, I'm curious, what's this? What are you doing with all these?" And so the guy was like, honest. He goes, "Well, I'll tell you. I go to Costco, and I buy all these, Clorox and Lysol wipes up. And he goes, and I stockpile in my garage in my house, and then I just I double or triple the profit, and I sell them online." And this guy was squirreling away, and like people were outraged when they found out, right? Like he got he was banned and everything. Like what a fucking asshole.
Yeah, that I saw that in the news. He got popped. That guy got popped.
Yeah, so you guys heard about that guy? That was
Yeah, that they busted. Amazon stopped him, and yeah, he got popped.
What a clown, man! That's clown.
Yeah, he ended up donating all his shit. They said he ended up donating most.
Okay. So in the end, he had a bit of a heart.
No, he had no choice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, I thought like he felt bad or something.
He had no choice.
We gotta ask a question here. So the guy who's sitting in here with you on our conversation, we need to know a little bit more about him.
Oh,
Like black metal.
Yeah.
my
Metal
boyfriend
Like SCTV, we know that.
is like a fellow music lover.
Is
like
he?
myself. Yeah.
There he is.
There you are. Well, we want to hear about, tell us about you. Like, come on.
This is Ben. He's
Hi, Ben.
6'4". He likes long walks in the park, and
Sharing an ice cream cone on the beach, which you can't.
well, we can share because we constantly share.
Hey, this could be another fun thing to do. Host out a contest to have someone write the best Tinder profile.
that's quarantine Tinder.
The best Tinder
The
profile.
best one.
Yeah.
Prize.
And you get a prize. We'll I don't know. Let's see what we got. We got some merch kicking around.
Back in those buckets there.
Yeah, we've been going through like all kinds of old merch and stuff. So I don't know what we could give a patch to whoever submits the best Tinder profile.
Patch a pin in a shirt.
And then for added fun, you guys put that up and just watch the people that.
You're giving us some good ideas, man. Seriously.
Yeah. And you know anyone you really maybe not too keen on, use their phone
Phone
number.
number.
Put it up. I like long walks and good hard spankings in the morning, something like that.
Like what our friend did to our other friend. I just don't want to name names because they get all pissed off. He made a fake Craigslist ad that he had like this super, super rare guitar for like dirt cheap. He gave him his phone number. He's like, "I don't fire truck have it," and he's like flipping out. And he did it again for it was like a Harley or something, or like a rare Triumph.
Someone did that
It was
to
a
me.
rare motorcycle. He did the same thing to the same guy. He's like, "No, that." It was so good. It's like such a good.
Hours of fun.
Yeah.
Harmless fun.
That's fucking awesome, man. That's great. Oh shit,
Yeah,
man.
that's great.
I think I'll do that to somebody and say like I have a free large porn collection of movies that I
Like
want to give away.
creepiest ad, like so slime balls are like just
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, it can even be, it doesn't even have to be sort of, it can be really just a good deal on something. So it's
Yeah.
like
it's
so
I
you know
mean-
everyone and their dog's gonna be calling.
you got like an uncle you don't like who lives in a different part of the country, just put his number up.
We're gonna start a company for this. So, what about that next door neighbor? That bad uncle? What about the jerk that stole your bike? You know?
Exactly.
That's been a great site stash during the pandemic. Like,
Yeah.
podcast
You know, we're used to sitting in a van for up to 12 hours at a pop.
Well, Germany to Spain with 24.
We did I think 20 shows, maybe 18 shows of 7 seconds across the US.
Oh no.
Wow.
Awesome,
Well,
man.
maybe 5
That's
years
right.
ago with that with Rev from Success, who's now in that band The Drowns.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
continue-
the Drowns.
I really enjoy the West Coast of the United States and the East Coast. Oh, JJ's back. And there's a lot of distance in between places when you drive.
The Midwest. It was just like,
Stuff to do.
oh, it's so long, right? I mean, it was a great tour, and those guys were really fun to tour with. Like, Kevin's an awesome guy, super cool. Rest of the band, just super cool guys. So sometimes, just randomly, we'd come into the same gas station. We're all like, you could see oh gosh, you know, because it was really Midwest is like this long stretch, right? Nothing, right? Until you get, you know, took forever, and it's just
Yeah. And
Yeah.
here's a funny side story. So we were trying to figure out how to make it make sense in terms of money, right? Like how we could afford to do it, because it's hard to go across the states and do that. And the shows sometimes it's not like Europe. It's not the same. So I called this friend who had, he had a Jeep, because I figured the best way to do this is to put all of our gear into a trailer and drag the trailer, and then we would drive. But we thought if we rent a vehicle that could tow this trailer, it's going to be too much, right? So I called my friend and I said, hey, do you mind if I borrow your Jeep? And he's like, no, not a problem. He goes, where are you going to go? And I just sort of said off the cuff, oh, I'm going to drive to New York City. Oh yeah, whatever, sure. And then I went and I dropped my vehicle off, gave it to him, and then I took his Jeep and I did drive to New York City. And someone posted a picture on social media, and I get this phone call, and he goes, are you fire trucking in New York City? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, you asshole.
and he got mad.
He got so mad. And so that was 5 years ago, and to this day I still call him and I go, hey man, I was wondering, I was wondering if I could borrow your Jeep. And he's a jerk, man. So.
I have a secret confession from 1985.
Mhm.
I made out with Kevin second.
Did you really?
Oh man.
Guy.
That's cool. Kevin's awesome.
Oh yeah, he's a nice guy.
Super nice guy.
We run into him at shows once in a
Yeah,
while.
living here in Northern California, I've seen.
He just did a live thing yesterday.
Yeah, it was great. We watched
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did shows in Europe, right? With 7 seconds. Didn't we do one?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Someone posted the other day that we played like Nebraska, and I had no recollection of this. Not that,
I don't think we played in Nebraska.
someone said we did. I mean, I don't
Maybe you
know.
had too many road pops. I don't know.
I don't know. It all gets mushy, right? It just gets mushy at a point.
Yeah.
Like we always came out, we try to be like a working band, like it's
My nose is sunburned from driving.
to go out and play as much as we can, but after a while it's like it gets kind of mushy, right? You can't. So
Shows kind of thinking of like particular shows is almost impossible. I mean,
but
that's
there are ones that stick out. There are the ones that are there's
yeah, like the one I got hit in the head with the bottle or some shit like
there's
that.
negative ones. There's the negative ones. And then there's the ones where you have those, okay, now I know why I do this, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause it's
absolutely.
you just know, and you're like, you just know in your heart, right? You just know.
I think 2 years ago, we played the Sounds of Revolution in Eindhoven in the Netherlands.
Great.
It was great, but there was a lot of people. I mean, like a lot of people, like so many people that I don't think I've ever been so terrified in my entire life. Like,
Really?
oh my, oh yeah, like
I looked out behind the curtain,
and we're like, holy fuck, like
there's a lot of people,
like
and
Wait, how many do you think?
7,000 people.
Wow.
And I was like,
really that many?
yeah, 65.
I'm terrible
like,
at guessing
right.
crowds, like how many. I just suck
You know
at
what?
it.
Maybe it doesn't even matter. It just, there was a lot of people,
People, yeah.
and it was like, fuck me.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it's too many, but who cares?
5,000.
It doesn't matter. It
You
was
caught a
just
fish that friggin' big, right?
It was
But
just
you caught it.
lots.
Well, we got to ask so we can get the picture in our head. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, look
Yeah.
it up. It's great. It's probably one of the. It's an awesome festival.
Really, really good.
And like
Netherlands?
even this festival, like Mad Fest. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like Mad Fest is MAD puts on, and we played that in Leipzig, and that was huge.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really good. Oh, here's another one that stands out because it hurt. So we played Merry Inkmas,
Oh yeah.
and it was a tattoo / festival, and it was really pretty damn big.
That was in.
I forget where it was, but so I'm wandering around the tattoo booth and wandering around, and then they're like, hey, you guys are going on soon. I'm like, yep, after this band. He goes, you want a tattoo? I'm like, I don't think there's time. And he goes, yeah, it's free. I'll just do it. I'm like, all right. I laid down, and he did a swallow on the back of my head, and then it was Mike. I think it was maybe, I don't know who, maybe Mikey. Anyway, someone goes, "You're on, seriously, dude, in like 15 minutes," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, hurry, but don't wreck it, but hurry." And he's like, "Well, I can't just hurry," and he's like, doing his best, right? And then basically, I didn't even have time to clean it up. I ran on stage, and it was oozing. It was like 1, 2, 3, with my head bleeding. So that was definitely memorable.
We got to see the finished product. I had to put my glasses on. Everything. Do you still have the finished
Come
product?
off your head. It's
a swallow.
It's right there, or this one?
No, it's the bigger one.
Oh, the bigger one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see
It's
it.
caught in my web.
You can see it. It's in the middle of the web.
Yeah.
Point it.
A little to the right.
Touch it.
There we are. There it is.
It's somewhere here. I don't know. I can't see I don't have eyes there.
My
It looks
favorite
good.
tattoo story of Greg is we were in New York City and we went to what's that? New York Hardcore Tattoos. We just kind of
NYHC, yeah.
Stigmas.
It used to be Stigma's place, yeah.
yeah, we rolled in there and we kind of took over the place a little bit. We had a lot of fun, and Greg's he goes, "Is that on my face?" And I'm like, no. Of course it was like up in there. The guy had already started. I'm like, oh, not at all. And I just walked away. And then after he's like, "You fire truck and jerk." And I'm like, "Hey man, don't get after me because you tattooed on your face." Like, it was
It just went up a little bit.
It was funny,
It's
but I
okay.
just remember going, "No, it looks great." Okay, I'm out of here.
Well,
It's all good.
It's like once he started though, what was he gonna do? Move it down?
Exactly.
I was like, well, no, it looks fun. No, it's not on your face at all. I'm gonna go over here now.
Yeah, no, but that was a fun day. Those guys are really awesome people at the
Who's
shop.
that guy that boss?
They're just super cool guys, and like they were fun, and we're joking around. And that was a good day. It was one of those fun days, and then we wandered around like the St. Mark's area and stuff, and yeah,
That's
it
one
was
thing.
really fun. And because I like trains, like I love trains, so I'm like, I'll take the subway. So I wanted to take the subway, and standing in between the cars in the tunnel, it's just awesome. It's all windy, and the smell of like I loved it. It was fun. I liked riding the subways. And the subways in Berlin, every city, in Mexico City, we took the subway to this market. We played. We played.
El Chapo.
We
The
played.
El Chapo market in Mexico City is.
The punk one.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Half the crew wanted to go to sleep, and
I had to go to bed. We had quite a significant couple of days in
Bogota, Colombia. Yeah,
and I was gonna die. So I was like, yeah, you do what you want. I'm gonna go with it.
So we went to the market. We took the Mexico subway, and the guy we were with, he says, yeah, put your cell phone in your front pocket, your wallet in your front pocket. I'm like, oh, okay, that means business. So I'm like, all right. So I put it in, and we stood out in the train like sore thumbs. It was really cool though. We went to this market. It was just awesome. Like, have you guys been?
No, I've just kind of like seen footage of it and stuff. And
Yeah.
I haven't been to Mexico City.
It's just awesome.
To give you an idea, Mexico City.
In Mexico City, so I was there when I was younger, but not as an adult. But yeah.
I've played in Tijuana with Agnostic Front, but I never been to Mexico City. I can say that.
Mexico City has like, I think California has what, 35 million people?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
The state of California has the same population basically of Canada, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to give you an idea.
Wow.
Social distancing in Canada is quite easy. And Mexico City is like 28 or 30 million people. So basically,
Canada
the population of Canada is Mexico City.
Wow.
And it's
packed.
And it's amazing too, and wonderful people.
Oh, yeah, I loved the Mexico City. It was awesome. That market, that was a fun Saturday. It was great.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Cool because they have rubber tires on the outside, but they also have like kind of like the Montreal or the France Underground, the Metro. They have rubber tires on the Bombardier.
Bombardier, yeah.
And they have rubber tires on the outside. I'm a train weirdo.
He's a train.
They're also on flanged wheels on the inside, so it gives it a smoother ride. It's really cool. So I'm like, I'm taking out my phone. I don't care. I'm getting it coming in. So I was like, it was really cool.
Do you like toy trains?
Yeah. When I was a kid, I like the train set. Yeah, I do. Yes. Yeah.
Next time you go to Southern California, hit me up. I'm gonna hook you up with some.
Like a model train kind of place.
No, Walt Disney was a huge loved trains.
Enthusiast,
yeah. Or train buff.
Right?
Yeah,
but prior to him doing Disneyland, there's an area in like Hollywood, LA, that he frequented.
Yeah.
The good thing, I mean, here's like a side story. You know, have you ever seen the movie The Jerk?
Yeah. Oh, great movie.
Come on.
He's on that mini train.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. The park where that was filmed.
That was a dog.
There's something that's affiliated with Walt Disney there, and the trains.
Cool.
You can ride a train. You can ride a little train.
Yeah, you can ride a mini train.
You would totally be into that.
Remember Silver Spoons? That show?
Yeah.
And
yeah, they had the train in the house.
Schroeder had a train.
Fuck that kid. I hated that kid because of that, man.
You know, as soon as it's Ricky, you know, right there.
Yeah, Ricky.
Kind of in trouble.
Ricky, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hi, Ricky.
You're going right to juvie.
That guy turned out.
Ricky went to juvie.
Maybe that's a good name for the cat. Ricky.
but his friend did not.
Yeah, no, Ricky actually turned out to be a train wreck in real life.
Oh, all those childhood actors.
I think that's
yeah.
different
strokes.
Strokes. Oh my God.
Actor, like
you go from hanging out with Mr. Drummond to doing porn and robbing banks. I mean, it's bad, man. That's bad.
I mean, I don't mean to laugh because she died and stuff, but fuck.
And
she fucking she fucked up bad.
No, she didn't.
And then Willis was like got busted smoking crack a bunch of times and shit. Yeah, they are all fucked up.
Tiffany Willis, and was it Tiffany?
Willis.
It was. Yeah, I mean, really? Oh, wow. Danny Bonaducci really fucking blew a gasket. No, he was a fucking kid. People took advantage of him. What a fucking awful thing. All these kids really went off the rails. No, you fucking used them, you assholes. Like,
absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And Danny Bonaducci, I don't personally know him, but apparently he's quite the handful. But I mean, fuck me. It's not a kid's fault.
You guys are fucking great, man. You guys are a fucking great interview, man. You guys fucking, my side hurts from laughing, seriously.
So back to like a music question.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to purchase like your music, any merch or anything like that, do you guys have a website?
We do.
That right now.
And we set it up last week, actually.
Oh, awesome.
Way out on the curve here. It's just www.bishopsgreen.ca. Now,
Is there any more race?
and now part of the problem, we have like odd sizes. So we'll have like 5 designs from an old tour that are like triple XL, right? So we're piecing that together, and we've talked to some local companies. So when we normally tour, we would make our merch in Germany or get the designs done in Serbia or get people to do stuff in the States, and then you're working with currencies.
Yeah.
But if we just try to make it simple and you don't have to deal with customs. So and when we come back from a tour, we end up with like leftover stuff. So you can actually see, you see those gray boxes over there?
Yeah, the bin.
Those are all full of like, oh, Greg's modeling it.
Yeah.
So that's all like odds and ends, right? So what we'd normally do is just dump that in duffel bags and take it back with us. And then after we recoiled from the fact so back in February, we were going, oh, wow, insurance companies are no longer offering cancellation insurance, or medical companies are no longer, if you get stuck in quarantine and I don't know, somewhere, we're not going to like give you any money.
Right.
We're not going to help you. So at that point, we were still trying to figure out if we should purchase our tickets or not, because we were watching this pandemic start to sweep across the world.
Yeah.
And so we didn't purchase, but what we normally do is just pack those in duffel bags, get charged an extra bag fee, take it into Europe, and then dump all the stuff. Like just give it to people even, doesn't matter. So now what we have to do is figure out how to connect with companies that are making merchandise in Canada, and then figuring out a reasonable way to ship it to people. Like we got contacted by people from Argentina, kind of had fun taking pictures of stuff, trying to connect. And then we realized we couldn't mail it to them because freight wasn't going into parts of South America. So it kind of just canned that. So, we're just trying to work with this environment to, I don't know, have some fun, lift people's spirits up, and not punish people with like stupid postal fees. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? $13 to mail a friggin' $2 patch. I mean, come on, man. Like,
exactly, yeah.
We should come up with 3D printing designs and just ship it to them and say, print your own friggin' shirt, like whatever.
Yeah, seriously, that would be cool.
Like on Bandcamp, where people can buy your music?
We're on Spotify, and and we augment through CD Baby, I guess it's called, and so you can get it different ways. And we have some vinyl, we have some CDs, but once again, we would normally produce all that stuff in advance of a tour, but we held it. So we have, I don't know, a bunch of stuff left, but not an obscene amount, where like it's really tragic. Some bands were just gearing up to tour, and then they got hammered. Like Grade 2 flew into Canada, and then they shut down the US border, and they were in Ottawa, and they're like, holy crap. And then they had to figure out how to get home. Now, if they had prepped a month in advance for a tour and shelled out, significant money to produce merch to support a tour, so people out there, buy something.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Sorry for hogging.
No.
Big bands, like, all the mainstream, let's call it mainstream music. Yeah. Those guys are going to be fine. They can go hang out in wherever they are. But it's underground music that's really going to get hit here. And not only that, it's younger bands that are learning.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't, you got to socially distance, no more than 50 people to a group 6 feet apart. A ticket's going to be $8,000, if you want to see a live performance.
Yeah.
More importantly, where do you learn how to use monitors? Where do you learn how to find that connection that we talked about earlier? That's going to be hard. And I think lots of bands have responsibilities. If you want to keep that, building that pool, people got to learn how to practice. There's really great opportunities now, but it's also fragile if the Live Nations of the world bind onto this, then it's going to be hard, right? So
well, you know what? That's what's so awesome about you guys participating in this today, because this is the kind of stuff, man, that's going to keep us, you know what I mean? So we really appreciate it.
Connected, right? People need to feel connected too, because everyone's like just starting for music, man. I'd love to do a show right now. I'd love to get up there and have a good time and play a killer set and people enjoy it. It's a bummer, but so it's doing something like this today. Kind of lifts people up a bit. I hope so.
Yeah. What is today, anyways? It's Saturday, right?
What day is it? I know I've been doing that.
So do you guys talk to other bands mostly in the States, or you do it around the world?
We actually have been doing a lot of international bands.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the back of Maximum Rock and Roll, like in the early days when it do the scene report?
Yeah.
I mean, so for me, a little bit of background, I grew up in an unwinterized log cabin. And the only way I got access to music was through the back end of Maximum Rock and Roll, where I'd mail my money away to someone.
Yeah.
And then about 8 months later, you get a tape, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, if you think about it, in more recent years, access to music has become easier with the internet. Like you can get anything. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's why it's like.
But how do you keep the scenes connected? You could do a fun scene report.
Yeah.
Update, because
that's kind of what we're trying to do. Like we've done the Svetlanas, we've done Haymaker. We're trying to get people for where they're at, located. That's kind of one of the reasons why we ask certain bands, because of their location too. It's not because just their location, of course, because we're fans of them, but it does interest us where the band is at, because we want to know what's going on in those areas.
Yeah.
How they're keeping their scene together by being apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a lot of really cool stuff popping up right now that's kind of becoming a modern version of that, rooms and interviews and Facebook groups and Instagram pages, and it's all kind of coming together. Not a way that some of us older people in the scene are familiar with, but
what are you trying to say?
No, wait. I got you. I think I have all of us here on the interview topped.
Yeah.
Totally teasing.
Next year, I'll be in the punk scene for 4 years.
For how many?
40.
4?
4.
4?
0. Yeah, 4 years.
Or 4T.
4T.
Yeah. No, I'll be, been going to shows in the punk scene for 40 years.
What was your first band you saw live?
I can't remember, because how I got in the punk scene, I wasn't a punk, I was a chola. Heavily involved in gangs in LA and stuff like that. And I was dealing drugs for them. And
Is that what you edit this after?
No, this is all unedited.
I dealt to this punk chick who took me under her wing, you need to go with me. She took me to LA to this club, and I started dealing. I was dealing angel dust. And
yeah.
I haven't heard that term since the 80s.
I haven't heard that since the Quincy Punk show.
I think they did angel dust.
Yeah, they did.
Punk episode.
The Quincy.
When I was young, I thought that was just the name of
I can fly.
When I was young, I thought that was just the name of an Angelic Upstarts record. And then when I got older, I was like, oh, Angel Dust. All right. So
I remember Angel Dust was always on an ABC after school special, and some girl would take it and she'd be on the edge of the building. I can fly.
That was Diana.
that never happened.
That's so funny. I haven't heard that term in ages. Angel dust.
It's kind of
Didn't
funny.
Chaos UK have like at the beginning of one of their songs, "Hey kid, you want to try some angel dust?" To start.
No, right? So here's a funny story. Like the club I went to, it's kind of like of
Hey guys, can't hear. Sorry.
What happened? There was a club called Cafe de Grand that I went to, that I was taking 2 nights, started going to. And like I said, I adulted to a lot of punks in LA, and the club shut down, eventually shut down. And a few years back,
Why? Because everyone got their wings?
no, it just shut down. But like 6 years, it's like 6 years back, we were in this
I finally got it. I'm like, oh, okay.
So 6 years, I think it was like 6 or 7 years back, there was a warehouse party that was a reunion for this club. So Circle One played.
I played that with Sorry State, Diana.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So Don Bowles from the Germs,
45 Grave.
45 Grave, was the MC of this reunion show, and it was like a 2-day reunion show. And he, like, in between each band that he would introduce, he would like talk and introduce the band, and it was kind of like a weird, quirky spoken word thing, and he would be like, weed, he's like, weed, LSD, PCP, I bought it from that girl over there, pointed at me, and I had kept it like so on the DL for like 30 some years that my best friend like didn't know that I was a PCP dealer, because she's much younger, like about 8 years younger than me. And when he said that girl I used to buy it from, like everybody in the room was like,
Do you find that helps on your resume?
My best friend's like, is that true? I'm like, yeah, that's how I got in the punk scene. I was a PCP dealer at the Chola, and I ended up becoming a punk.
and the day we met, that was the first story that she told me about her past.
No.
I used to sell PCP.
The person
That's how they met. He was buying PCP off her.
He was buying angel
Dust, man.
that introduced us told the story. I don't think you know. I mean, do you know Ron Martinez?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's who introduced us. That's how we met. He was like, yeah, you should hear her story. Like, she got in the punk scene by being a PCP dealer and this. I'm like, oh.
You know that Ron books us in the States, right?
Yeah.
So no,
Yeah.
we call Ron regularly just to bother him.
Oh, good. Bother away.
Yeah. No, in fact, today, in Berlin, we were playing with the lower class brats in Berlin tonight.
Should
Oh,
Should have happened.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in Star Trek we mentioned earlier, you have the opposite universes where you have the evil Spock and the good Spock. It's kind of like what COVID-19 has done. We're in the evil Spock. So Star Trek now.
Yeah, Ron's a very good, very, very good friend.
Yeah, Final Conflict as well.
Oh yeah, Final Conflict. Damn.
Yeah. So I talked to him. I mean, we check up on everyone. Listen, no one's buying houses doing this shit, right? And so you call and check in to see how everyone is, and it's not just about the music. It's everyone has their own lives and things they're dealing with. So we always call, and if we can help, we will.
Yeah.
You're a good bunch of guys, man. You've really been cool with this interview, man. Seriously.
Like I said, we're interviewing you.
Yeah, you got to interview us. You put Diana on the hot seat with her drug sales.
Yeah, now we know. And so when you put that on your resume, have you found that helps you with employment opportunities, or how does that go?
Well, with my punk cred, totally.
Punk cred.
Street cred.
Experience in sales.
Yeah.
It's outside sales.
Outside sales, exactly. Outside sales rep.
In my day job, not so much.
Let's make this perfectly crystal clear that when Diana's talking about this, we're talking about the early 80s, okay? The early 80s has nothing to do with right now.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
So it's statutes of limitation as well, right? So this
Yeah, it's over. She can't get busted.
Yeah,
Quincy would have to come out from the grave to bust her.
I haven't touched a drug since I was 15 years old, and I'm going to be 53 this year.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Cool. Do you have any more music questions? Music questions? Questionnaires?
What is your guilty pleasure?
Oh,
Yeah, what's your guilty pleasure band?
Ask that question.
Oh.
I think you got to rephrase that question because this could go really wrong on you.
Let's just say,
come
who
on.
would you be embarrassed
You gotta
to
hone your interview questions. You can.
No, come on. I mean, it's like, you know.
Well, I know no one here likes more than the first album, so.
Yeah.
No.
Wait a minute. Let's loosen up. Let's start with Ben. Ben, what's your guilty pleasure?
I like roller skates. No.
That's hard to say. Like, I mean, part of me wants to say Motley Crue because I'm not really a Motley Crue fan, but like.
No.
When I was
Oh,
8,
you mean the guilty pleasure music-wise?
Yes. Motley Crue. So Ben, it's Motley Crue?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
I the Devil. I still love that album.
Yeah, no.
All right. Cool.
Shout.
Okay. Like, I'll say it. Horror Pops. I love Horror Pops.
Well, yeah.
I like the Horror Pops too. They're good.
Yeah, that's my guilty pleasure.
Why is it a guilty pleasure though? Because I mean, if you like your band, you like your band.
Your punk cred.
Okay. So anti-punk credit. Okay.
Oh, fuck that shit.
I mean, none of us care about that, but it's like, it's still kind of funny to talk
I
about.
honestly have nothing to prove because most people that would talk shit on me, I'm like, really? But when you were born, I mean, the time I started listening to punk, your mom was probably still whoring around. That's what I tell a lot of those youngsters. Your mom was still whoring around when I was already listening to punk. So, yes, I'm a very brazen person.
Guilty pleasures in music.
That's a tough question to be honest.
Do you mean something that you would go off in the corner and listen to and hope no
Like
one
you wouldn't tell your friends you were listening to it, like that kind of stuff.
Something that's
but I would.
Something that's not Oi related. Okay, so
yeah.
Like I love the band Rose Royce. Like I'm an old chola, so I like a lot of oldies and stuff like that too. So yeah, it's.
I have too many guilty pleasures.
I like John Prine.
Okay,
oh yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Okay.
He died a couple weeks ago from COVID.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. But no, John Prine I like a lot. He's a storyteller, right?
Yeah.
He's a great one.
But he was very well respected.
You know, maybe we can put this into context. So when we ride in a van from city to city, when we're playing, the time during the day where everyone gets a little bit of time to put on their own music. Yeah. Now, when you're in a van for a while, you move past really caring what anyone in the van thinks. Like initially it starts out.
Oh, that's true.
It's got to be like this.
You know, you're playing it, whatever. But then, boy, we move into like 70s disco dance parties. Like you gotta move, you gotta go for it. And so sometimes I guess a guilty pleasure would depend on like how long you've been in the van for and how much you really give a shit or toffee about what people are thinking.
Yeah.
And maybe that's punk rock. Maybe it's not giving a shit about that.
It is.
And a guilty pleasure, maybe it's nice to share those too. Right?
But I don't know, man. Somebody listening to like Poison, that's just.
Oh, no. You can, everyone knows one of those songs and you can get everyone in the van singing them, then you all own it together. And it's fun when you do that.
That's warrant, but close enough.
Yeah, see,
close enough.
that's how I don't know.
I don't know that shit, man.
It's you know what I mean.
Because something will bust out. Okay, we're sitting there, we're cooped up, and all of a sudden, like something will bust out, and it's just like, and slowly at first they're like, oh, I'm too tough for this. They're looking out the window like this,
all angry,
and all of a sudden, like someone
will start to
give it
tap.
About 5 minutes, and all of a sudden they're like. Okay. And then the brows go from here, and then they slowly. Then you get a little bit of this. And all of a sudden
everyone starts dancing.
And they do this with their tongue like this.
I had a dream the other day outside the Bishop's Green van, and everyone was singing ABBA. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah.
Actually, I think ABBA did fucking come on one.
Yeah.
Come on. One.
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
No, first you
doing
wouldn't.
this face?
No.
Oh no, trust
And all
me.
of a sudden you see the head bob like this. Money, money, money.
Oh yeah.
Mamma mia!
Yeah. There's also we had a driver once. His name was Danny Venom, and he was from Bulgaria. Where was he from? Hungary, and he was a hardcore
black metal dude.
We swore after we loaded into a show, he would go off and I don't know,
burn a church
or something, then come back and drive.
He was that black metal. He looked evil too. He looked like he had it split in the middle.
That's right there.
Was Kronos the singer for Venom?
Kronos was Venom, yeah.
Yeah, he had that, but black hair split, like Kronos split. He had that look too, and he had all like the heavy metal, like fucking. Like,
oh, there's so many
like
rings.
Goat's head rings, fucking horns and shit on him. And he just, so I made his name up. I just came up to him and we're standing by the band. I didn't even know his real name.
We didn't know his name and we couldn't say it,
so
we called him.
So I walked up to him and I said, I go, here's your name. Your new name is Danny Venom. And he goes, oh, he was big and like he's from Hungary and he's big. He's like, oh, so evil, looking at me. And he goes,
he was such
Venom. And then he goes, I like it. And so we're like, you know, Sesame Street, peanut butter, jelly. So was it
Danny Venom, Satan.
We sung that to him all day long, and he was like, all
and
evil,
then he started, and then he started saying Satan in that death metal voice.
Yeah, he'd go, Satan.
So we had in a van. I don't know why we did this. We had a band from Italy, grade 2, and us in a van,
stuck
in a van with Danny Venom driving, and in the morning we'd sing that to Danny. And
walk up to him, and he'd be like by the van, smoking all evil.
Were you killing cats, Danny? Why do you have that smile on your face?
And then everyone was just calling him. We don't even remember his name. It's maybe David or something. I don't know, but it was Danny Venom. Yeah. It just came to my head. I'm looking at him. I'm like, because I make names for people up all the time, and it sticks. I'm like, oh fuck, bingo. You're Danny Venom. You know that. And it stuck, and everyone's like, we got once the whole band to sing it so loud too. Danny Venom, Satan. And he turns around like super evil this time because the whole band pitched in. Oh. Hey, the road's that way, pal.
Yeah.
I have to admit something. I saw Venom before, and they were one of the best live bands I've ever seen ever.
Yeah?
Oh, nothing but energy. I mean, with Kronos. I don't know about who they have now, but.
Did you feel extra evil after the show, or how'd you feel?
I just felt like I wanted to go to church after. That's it.
This takes you there, eh?
I was drunk as hell. I don't remember. Probably sick the next day.
I felt nothing from all the angel dust I did.
Yeah, probably.
What'd you do last night? I did a shitload of angel dust and went and saw Venom.
Exactly.
My fucking wings burned off as soon as I walked in the door. On fire! Everyone's
not in LA, man. All right, man. Well, we got to post this interview. We said this thing was going to be posted at 2 o'clock or what? 2 in the afternoon.
You don't have to do shit. Do it when you feel like it.
4 o'clock. So, anyways, if anyone if anyone wants to purchase anything, any of your music or anything, where can they go for this?
Just go to the Bishop's Green site. Like this, if you type in Bishop's Green, there's 3 things that will come up. There's a retirement home south of Vancouver that's going to come up. You can go to their website and leave comments for us if you wouldn't mind. There's also a closed community outside of England.
It's a hamlet.
And please make appointments to view some of their available condominiums. You could do that.
It is a hamlet.
It is a hamlet. And then there's us. And when you find us, there's a couple things. Given the COVID-19 crisis, we've been moving into wedding planning. And so we're thinking, virtual weddings. And there's some testimonials on the site that I think really capture capture our focus and creative. You know, we can bring a wedding ode in these times.
Hey,
We're diversifying because we all have to work here.
Dave's getting married in like 2 months, so.
I'm getting married in July, so I think I found my wedding planners.
Yeah, we'll do your wedding planning.
Yeah.
Virtual because the border is closed.
Yeah, exactly.
And just remember, everybody in your family needs a job. Don't leave anyone without a job if you're getting married, because that's when the crazy shit happens. That's when you're going to have fights, you're going to be arguing over stupid shit. Give everyone a job.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of wedding we're going to have now, but we're still getting married.
Well, if you need any ideas.
Oh, of course. Of course. I'll leave you a message at the convalescent home. Don't worry.
Yeah, sure.
It'll be to dear grandma.
Yeah.
I just looked up your website. It's bishopsgreen.ca.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to.
Yeah. Because I think if you now, just for fun, type in bishopsgreen.com and see what comes up.
That's pretty cool. Look, you got a female tech back there. That's pretty badass.
The community's like, oh God, Greg's face comes up.
Look, you guys are all set, man. The mics are up and everything, man.
Yeah, it's starting to go. So we start on Monday. So we're on. Yeah, and I don't know. I wonder if I can do this. I could play a little clip.
Sure, why not, Tiger? You betcha, Tiger, 100%.
Yeah.
Chicken?
Yeah, if you could share a screen, hit share screen.
What?
Like if you want to share something on here, you can hit share screen.
Don't.
I think they're gonna play something.
We'll get confused and we'll screw it up.
Yeah, they'll go. Well, yeah. I mean,
we'll screw it.
We'll end up blowing power. I don't know what will happen.
We'll lose them.
Yes.
Yeah. No, simple.
And we're already lost, so.
So lost.
Pretty much.
Yes, I think this is a song. If it works.
It's just a real rough.
Rough.
Like a dog. There you go.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
No one's heard this before.
That's awesome. Fucking badass, man.
Good, eh?
Yeah,
It's a good chorus.
That's awesome.
Well, hurry up and finish it so we can play it on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I think
You want to play that fucker, man.
So that's those are scratch tracks right now. And then JJ's gone, come back. I think he went away again and he's come back again.
Yeah.
So now we're going to figure out in here like sounds and stuff. And that's where we're going to, redo the main vocal tracks and other things that he does that we don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's your engineer.
Yeah.
But he's also our friend.
yeah.
Your friendly engineer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And he's
Your
very
friendly neighborhood engineer.
Now, JJ was in the States. JJ was in the States when they started to shut the Canadian-U.S. border.
Really?
Who were you with?
I was with a metal band called Unleash the Archers.
He was with Unleash the Archers
Uh-huh.
and Dragon Force. Isn't that awesome?
Dragon Force sounds like a band Ronnie James Dio would sing for.
Right?
You're right on track.
Do you not know Dragon Force?
Which is a lot more.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No, it's awesome. It's awesome.
It's a lot.
That's rad.
They're pretty entertaining. They got YouTube.
But it's like, it's epic Lord of the Rings metal. Like,
Yeah.
it's like that.
Oh, cool.
Like, a lot of galloping, you know?
Yeah, like Iron Maiden stuff. Iron Maiden stuff.
But more than that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
More Gallop. More
Lots of
gallop for your
galloping.
buck.
It's like
Lots
more
of
like
galloping.
You know what I mean? Galloping on the kick drum, yeah.
Yeah, galloping on the kick drum. Yeah,
Mm.
just blazing into battle, you know, fighting the orcs.
You know what?
Yeah, man. But that Clive Burr drums, man.
Was Lady Elaine that like evil kind of witchy puppet in Mr. Rogers? Lady Elaine.
She was not evil. She was just kind of like a Phyllis Diller type puppet.
but she had like a
And bird.
Yeah, she had a red zit on her nose.
Yes, she did. She had a huge thing. I remember. I didn't like her. She kind of was.
I didn't like her either. She was weird.
No, Lady Elaine. Yeah.
And to think it was Mr. Rogers just talking like a woman is even weirder.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
even weirder.
And that streetcar that would come out. Those are some really weird kids shows.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Polka dot door. Like, how creepy is that?
Rumpus room.
In the rumpus room.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the Giants.
True.
Yeah.
Some weird stuff, man.
What about all the Croft superstars, man? Those were all fucking weird, man.
Circles?
That like what was it? HR Puff and stuff?
Oh, creepy.
Dr. Shrinker, all those motherfuckers.
Dr. Shrinker. What was the island?
It was Billy Barty. Remember the midget Billy Barty?
Wasn't it the island of Dr. Shrinker?
No, he had like a shop, and Billy Barty was was his like Igor.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember the after school specials?
Those are the best.
Yeah.
I'm just a Bill.
I'm just a Bill. I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
Well, hey, he likes the train, so his was Conjunction Junction.
Yes,
What's your
totally.
function? And I love the little character.
Fuck yeah, the little guy in the train, he was badass.
Yeah.
Like on like Sesame Street, the skits in between. Remember the pinball one? Woo, and the ball.
Oh yeah.
A loaf of bread, a stick of butter, and what was it? Something to milk, a quart of milk. And kids walking.
Can you
Remember the guy that would always fall down the stairs with pie?
find it really quick what your first
Do you guys remember Electric Company?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, do you know
Yes.
Morgan Freeman played Spider-Man? And
Morgan Freeman, yes. Morgan
Yeah,
Freeman.
Yeah, Electric Company. That was a good one.
Yeah. Bill Cosby was on Electric Company too.
That's
at the
where he was
beginning.
honing his skills for children.
Yeah.
No, Ben's gonna bust out the third. It's like when Ben and I are together. We're both huge music lovers.
Try this.
Oh fuck.
The first record he ever bought in his life. He's trying to find it right now.
Is it a Bill Cosby record?
Oh no, it's even better.
I have a Bill Cosby record. I can't listen to it anymore. It's too creepy.
No,
That's actually the scariest horror film from the 80s.
Hold on.
It's Bill Cosby shit.
I don't know.
the breathing.
Oh yeah, that's creepy.
The childbirth one, is that the record that you have?
It's a record from the 60s, actually. It's a live comedy thing.
I don't remember what I did with it, babe.
Oh, he can't find it. Oh, he can't find it. It's a Sesame Street.
Disco album.
Like,
It's Fever.
No way. I heard about that.
I bought with my own money. I was 3 years old, and I love the Grover and the John Travolta positions on the gatefold.
That's awesome. That's funny.
Hey, look at these.
Yeah, I was looking for my Fat Albert. Oh shit.
And then
All right, check this out.
another one.
Oh, that's badass.
And look at
Oh,
this.
look. This is
When
a
the
good one.
Hulk was crazy.
Oh,
Wow. And we have the Justice League of America.
That's badass, man.
And I have a Conan one when he fights a giant slug. Personally, not the best thing to be fighting.
That's like once all this COVID shit is over, that's like my next thing is like start talking to bands of like vinyl collections.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's like
Can I share something real quick since we're sharing stuff?
No.
Please. I beg of you.
Sure, man. Yeah.
This is my Liberace, action figure.
Where did you get that?
I have no fucking clue.
shit.
That's so random. Like, who the
Actually, it was my grandma's, and she passed away, and I took it from her house.
Oh wow.
I don't know where she got it.
You stole it, or did she like?
I stole it from my dead grandma, man. She had it coming.
Wow, you should play the black metal band.
She owed me money.
Anyways, we should wrap up this because
Yeah, we should.
One
Fuck, I can see
one
all
other
day.
thing I'll show you. This is a fun thing.
yeah, go for it. Show me.
This is like show and tell. This is badass.
See that cool grandfather clock Evan inherited?
Yes.
That's awesome.
When I was a kid, I was scared of grandfather clocks. I don't know why. Me and my sister were. They were just kind of scary.
Because they're creepy. When you're in a dark house and you can hear them, they're creepy.
That and rocking chairs because of the changeling.
Right? Yeah.
The change
Yeah.
when the ball goes down the stairs. This is a very strange stuffed crocodile.
That's badass.
That is like 100 years old. It's very.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's rad.
So my mom had a farm.
Oh.
Look at that.
That is fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah. I bet you this guy, I call him Carl. I think Carl and Liberace, your Liberace pin would get along quite well.
Hey, I have that same one too, D. That's a real alligator.
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like,
That's awesome.
Can you wear that? Could you put that on and wear it around?
That's her mask, her fucking COVID mask.
Yeah, you get a big ass wig and
And just bite. You could get hydraulics built into the jaw so it actually has an actual pounds per square foot bite.
That's fucking awesome. The COVID mask, D. That's awesome.
it doesn't smell very pleasant when you put it up.
well, if you guys ever need to call in for an update, or if you want, you have any questions, or if you have some problems, you're looking for some solutions.
Oh, look what I found.
Oh,
hold on.
hang
Hold
on.
on.
More show and tell.
Oh, that was Grover.
Yeah.
That's pretty classic, dude.
You know, I'm gonna swear for this one. Fuck Elmo, man. Grover.
Oh.
You know?
You want to talk about a pimp ass Grover?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Grover.
Yeah. I remember that album when I was a kid. My mom had it, and I'd look at it and say, fuck, look at this guy.
That was the first album he bought. I mean, this is some of the only a fraction of the vinyl that we have. There's a lot more over there, but it's kind of a mess, so I'm not going to show it off. But yeah, we got a lot. But
Well,
anyway.
I have this Liberace and this pair of scissors. That's what I got, and that's all I got to say.
Wow, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
Oh, you're welcome.
I really enjoyed the scissors. That was a treat.
Wow, that
Oh,
made
no problem. Look at it.
I got to
left-handed at least?
recover from that.
Anyways, we should really wrap this up so we can post this so people.
Yeah, we better. I think we have some people waiting for it. So
Yeah, there's.
Well, in the future, if you sent a little email, and said, hey guys, we'll do this whenever you want to. It's quite fun.
we'd love to do it again with you guys. Definitely. We'd love to interview you guys.
We can pick a theme.
Yeah, it's been fun, guys. So let's get this posted.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. If there's anything you guys want to shout out, give a shout out to anyone.
Well, we'll shout out to you for doing this. How's that?
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's how this works. I mean, everyone has a part in this, and we do different things, but what you're doing is super important for people.
Absolutely.
And if it makes people laugh or be silly, I mean, that's really, I think we just need to be gentle with one another,
Exactly. Thanks, guys, man. You guys are fucking awesome, dude. Seriously. You guys are
Let's have a
fucking
clap for everyone.
Yay!
You guys, thank you so much. And it's like, be sure to check out Bishop's Screen on Spotify,
Wherever.
Apple Tunes, YouTube.
They're everywhere.
And like them on Facebook and Bishop's.
Check out our Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram is
We
fun.
do a lot of fun stuff on there too. So.
And
Yeah.
CA, make sure to like be up to date, because once everything starts to happen again, support. Thank
Okay,
you.
sounds good.
Yep.